to see. Coming up, we're going to have another meet and greet, but this time it's with Coach Bellinger, who is the men's basketball coach. Stay with us. Here at the post office, they're going to try to make this day a little less taxing for people that are looking to file their late tax returns. And the morning may not be too good for those if they haven't filed already. Now, that Sunday morning, 11-year-old Denise McNair and 14-year-old Addie Mae Collins, Carol Robertson, and Cynthia Wesley all lost their lives here. Definitely, Sheila, the second major fire here in Birmingham. Right behind me here, we're in the 2400 block of 12th Avenue North. This house you see behind me here, neighbors tell me that it has been vacant for more than a year, but the fire broke out here about 45 minutes ago, and from what some of the people are telling me, that there are some vagrants who have been living here for the past year or so, and if you can see some of the video for how the scene really looks right now. Well, Janice, we're here at just southbound Mount Olive Road here at I-65. That collision involves 4 vehicles, and it is a fatal collision. As you can see behind me, the vehicles are still out here. Now, this is what witnesses tell me, that the gray car was northbound on I-65, somehow crossed the median and ended up going head-on into southbound traffic. Let's show you some of the video from just moments ago. The driver of the gray car, we are told, has died in this accident. The truck you see right in front of the gray car, that person has also been life flighted to a local hospital. And we talked with 2 of the drivers. They said all of a sudden they noticed the car just quickly come across the median. They didn't know what happened. And then moments later, it's all the mess that you see here now. And we talked with one of the Highway Patrol. Traffic is going to be backed up here for about an hour. So they just opened up this lane about 15 minutes ago, but it's still a very slow go here on I-65 southbound, just south of Mount Olive Road. We'll get back to you with more information. Janice? Bill, we're here at the Super 8 Motel in Homewood on Vulcan Road, and around 3:30 this morning, a hotel guest called down to the desk complaining about folks arguing, and so the hotel clerk called the Homewood Police Department. As officers arrived out here on the hotel, 3 people in custody involving what happened here at the Super 8 Motel on Vulcan Road in Homewood. Now, around 3:30 this morning, the desk clerk called the Homewood Police Department after a guest said that she heard a lot of people fighting and arguing. Police arrived down here, and they heard Bill, this house you see right behind me is possibly a 2-alarm fire. It belongs to Wesley and Tricia Ann Williams. Now, the fire broke out in the rear portion of the house, and it quickly spread upstairs where it trapped the other resident who lives upstairs. Let me tell you, a miraculous escape. Now, the person, his name is Dave Owens. If you can see this chain ladder here, he had to escape through that a small window and come down that chain ladder because of the fire was so immense. And right now, there's still a couple of hot spots inside of the house that you see here behind me. Firefighters are still out here. They dispatched about 2 different crews out here, but everyone did get out safely here in Inslee, in this Inslee neighborhood. But again, a $5 ladder saved one man's life who climbed down this little chain ladder to safety. Sheila, Bill? Bill, good morning. Some folks in this quiet neighborhood went to sleep last night thinking something just wasn't right. This morning, they're waking up to a quadruple homicide. Around 9 last night, Pelham police got a 911 call to this residence. From neighbors we talked to, they say the owner of this house, the man who owns this house, lived here with his girlfriend and her 2 kids. Now, when police arrived here, Chief Alan Wade says they found 4 dead bodies.
We're presently investigating the case. We have our evidence technicians and our detectives. They're being assisted by the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences. At this point in time, that's all I can tell you.
Now, Chief Wade did confirm this about the 4 bodies that are still in this house right behind me. 2 of the bodies belong to adults and the other 2 belong to children. And they have not released the names of the victims nor the causes of death. Bill?
Michael,
in life, there's 2 things that you can count on. That's death and taxes. But today we're talking about the latter. And the U.S. Postal Service, they do have a plan to handle the tax maddening for those procrastinators who are waiting late to file their tax returns. And joining me now is April Williams, who with the Postal Service, and she's going to tell us about what you all have in store here. First of all, for the tax forms, how are you going to handle the Postal Service? And just to let you know about those other locations that will be available to serve those late filers tonight, the main post office here at 24th Street will again be open until midnight, and the office in the cargo area at the airport will be open until 10, and the office at the Galleria will be open until 9, and the Parkway East and Forestdale Boulevard offices will close at 7. And again, the main post office here will have 5 locations for tax forms available for you, and they'll also have some tax tips here, free advice. I'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up in Good Day, Alabama. Murder has happened here at Metropolitan Garden Apartments, which is right across the street from the downtown post office. We're told by Birmingham police around 4:45 this morning, a man living in apartment 503B opened up his door, apparently to someone that he knew. That person, we're told, shot him and left the man for dead in the doorway of his apartment. That person has died, and we're told there were 3 other people inside the apartment at the time of the shooting, so apparently there may be a witness in this shooting. Now, someone who knows the victim has told me that the person who is dead shares the apartment with his brother. But right now, police say something is very strange about this, since the person must have known who shot him, and also there's no sign of forced entry to the apartment. So again, we have a murder here at the Metropolitan Garden Apartments, which is right across from the downtown post office. Janice?